you must do bracket and put 2. So you guys already score 1 mark. Jangan tulis apa-apa di depan. So once you already done, erase all this. Okay, erase. So you already score. Any question? Any question? Okay, now I do this question. Okay, how many marks is given? 2 marks, right? Lead to nitrate. Dia ada jawapan. The answer will be guided, Di sini kamu dah ada jawapan. So what I do here, I put PB bracket NO3 2. This is lead to nitrate. Saya dah tulis. Added with excess of potassium hydroxide. So you put plus potassium iodide. What is the formula of potassium iodide? K positive, I negative. Okay, so you dah tahu bila magnitude of the charge is same, you just rapatkan like this only. Any question? Okay, any question? Okay, and they said what? Produce. Excess ni yellow produce ni. Okay, lead to iodide and colorless solution produce. So Upin baru nak jawab. Okay. Okay, so how to do this? So we do together. Okay, wait 1 minute 1 minute ni kacau. Ada pelajar. Okay, so how to do this? You take out the ion. Kamu ambil ion, Pb2 positive, nitrate ion, NO3 negative. Here you guys take the potassium ion, iodide ion. Yorang ambil macam ni. Okay, 4 ion. So now switch the place. Positive ion join with negative ion. So yorang letak macam ni, Pb2 positive, I negative. All of you understand I negative rapatkan like this. Pb, I. Kamu tengok ini charge satu kan? Satu buang tong sampah. These two, okay, the magnitude of the charge put at the bottom of iodide. So PbI2. So you guys already get one right. Ini padam. Padam. Okay, now this and this join. Potassium join with nitrate ion. So saya tak tahu apa benda you akan dapat. Ambil pencil positif potassium ion, nitrate ion negatif macam ni kan. Ini satu right. So no need to do anything. Just rapatkan only. So you guys already score 1 mark. Okay, Justin score 1 mark. Now you check right and left. You balance the equation. Ini semua padam. You want to do manually macam ni pun boleh, macam hari tu saya ajar pun boleh, or you all very smart, so you guys can straight away do. Okay, for this question, what I do, I check potassium 1, potassium 1. So saya biarkan dulu. Okay, lepas tu I check iodide. Iodide ni 2 kan? Iodide 2 kan? Sini iodide 1. So what I do, I put in front 2. Okay, so now iodide. So I put here lah, iodide 2. Here also iodide 2. So when I put 2 in front, potassium become 2. Here potassium become what? 1. So I must times 2 lah. So what I do, I times 2 here. Any question? Any question? No question Okay, the nitrate ion, berapa di sini? All thing they bracket and put 2 all thing bracket and put 2. So here the nitrate ion berapa? In front ada 2. So they put 2 KNO3, right? You erase this one. Nitrate now berapa? 2. So nitrate 2. The things balance ready. Let, okay, PB 1. Okay, here PB is also 1. So you see the number all same. So the equation balance. Any question? Any question? Okay, very simple. Kalau keluar dalam exam, this one, okay, make sure you all do. Next Thursday, Wednesday, we have class. Okay, we 1 to 3 p.m. we have got class. That time I will discuss another question. Okay, now we do the next question. State the colorless solution. Yorang jangan takut soalan ni tau. Bila dia tanya, soalan mesti ada key point dalam you punya the question. Read the question. When lead to nitrate is added to excess of potassium iodide, yellow precipitate. So dia bagi tahu lead to iodide. This is yellow precipitate. And a colorless solution. This is your colorless solution. So name the colorless solution. K tu kita panggil apa? Potassium. Okay, ini kita panggil apa? Nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Finish. I already score full mark. If you do properly, you got interest, you already memorized the ion, you guys can do chemistry well, very well, So, yorang kalau ada masalah apa-apa, Okay, tolong rujuk dengan pelajar Form 5. Mereka sedia bantu. Saya dah cakap, you orang kena bantu. Bila diorang Form 4 punya budak datang tanya, you orang tak bantu, saya rotan you all. Okay, so make sure you all go and ask them. Okay, can I? Okay, well done, Justin. Okay, so okay, now we go for today's session. Okay, number one, this one we do together. Next one onward, next question onward. One I will do, another one you guys do. Okay, this question. Okay, this is SPM 2017 paper. 2017 paper. And bila soalan ni keluar, ramai pelajar tak tahu macam mana nak buat. So I purposely put the 2017 paper, they can recycle together. Okay, can I? So this is essay question. So first of all, you check how many marks. 1, 4, 5 plus 2, 7. So I want total 7 marks. So section B question can come out. Okay, all of you understand? Okay, we do together. First, they want what? So you put here in your test pad 1A. Okay, straight to the answer. Jangan pergi tulis apa itu empirical ni. Empirical formula must memorize. What is mean by empirical formula? Kita dah belajar. Saya ulang balik. So it is a chemical formula. You must put chemical formula that shows. Okay, shows what? Shows simplest ratio kena ada. Simplest ratio kena ada. So chemical formula that shows simplest ratio of all, okay, number of atoms. All number of atoms kena ada. Okay, atoms of each, okay, elements in a compound. Okay, you must write like this one. This one you have to memorize. If let's say in the exam, you guys, when we mark the paper, you guys forgot to put this. Okay, so pemeriksa akan terus cari mana each. Tak ada each, terus dia letak apa? Dia letak kosong, dia pergi ke next point. So the most important point here, you must put this word, each. So chemical formula that shows simplest ratio of all number of, you put atoms of each elements in a compound. Okay, atom and each element compound mesti ada. Any question? Any question? So this definition shouldn't be problem. Tomorrow exam, hari ni memorize. So I already score 1 mark. Okay, now I want to score 4 marks. Okay, I want to score the 4 marks. Right, what is the empirical formula of this compound? Okay, y'all listen. Y'all listen. Later I will record, then I will extract the video. I will put in the YouTube, then I will send it to y'all. Y'all watch the recording and you adjust the speed very fast. Then y'all write down the answer. Okay, and you try to do together on your own and you check the answer. Okay, okay, now you all check. They give you percentage. They ask you to find the empirical formula. For these suitable things to do is what? You do the table. You guys do the table. Membantu pemeriksa senang untuk tanda. So maksudnya bila you orang bantu, dia orang sayang kamu. Faham? Okay, so we have how many element? 1, 2, 3, right? So you guys put here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what are the elements present? You can write down here compound atau tak tahu you leave it kan biasa ni empty. So carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Follow the order. Okay, once you already follow like this, okay, what you guys do here, y'all put percentage. What is the percentage given in the question? So this one 40.9. Okay, this one 4.55. Okay, you all see 4.55. Kalau tak ada, saya highlightkan sini 4.55. Okay, number 2 they give what? Okay, number 2 oxygen atom. So kalau dia atom, sini pun atom. Oxygen they give you what? 54.5. Okay, so this is the percentage is given in the question. So next point, you convert this percentage into the mass. How to convert this one into mass? You kena tulis perkataan ini. So kena tulis composition by mass. Composition by mass, then you put the unit gram. Now you can put 40.9 gram. You can change. Okay, but you already put the unit here, right? So sini sudah letak unit, right? So sana tak payah letak. 4.55. Okay, 54.5. So pemeriksa akan senyum. Oh, this student very good student. Okay, he guided me very well. Okay, can I? So next step, okay, so after you finish this, what you guys have to do, you guys have to find number of mole. You boleh letak symbol macam ni. Saya terima. Okay, even SPM also diterima. Okay, but you guys must remember what is the formula to calculate number of mole if mass is given. So you need put here mole. Okay, can I? So this is mass, right? So mass over molar mass, 40.0 divide with what is the molar mass of carbon already given here, okay, which is 12. So divide with 12. Okay, then you take calculator, find the answer. Okay, 4.55 divide with what is the molar mass RAM of hydrogen? Check here, 1. So divide with 1. 54.5 divide with molar mass of oxygen berapa? 16, right? So you divide with 16. Find the answer, calculator. Anyone, number 1? What is the answer, sir? Just sebut lah, jangan malu. Okay, you guys will get, okay, 3.40408. Okay, this one, okay, 4.550. 3 decimal point, you take all 3 decimal point. Kalau you orang letak macam ni pun tak apa, kita terima. Okay, but if can, try to put lah, because A level kena letak macam tu. Okay, number 2, you will get 54.6, sorry, 54.5 divided with 16. So you guys will get, okay, so this one 3.406. Okay, you already score 1 mark. Any question? No question. Okay, now the third step, okay, fourth step, y'all trying to find the ratio. Okay, how to find the ratio? How to find the ratio means very simple. You see the 3 anchor given. You already find the 3 anchor, right? Which anchor is the lowest anchor? This is the one lowest, right? So everything divide with the lowest anchor. So which is 3.408 divide with the lowest one is this, right? 3.406. So you guys will get roughly this one lah, confirm lah, tahu lah. Okay, so ini pula 4.550 divide with 3.406. What you will get later you'll find. Okay, 3.406 divide with 3.406. You guys will get 1. Any question? Any question? No question. So I try to find 4.550 divide with 3.406. So you guys will get roughly, you guys kita ambil 3 decimal point. Okay, so you will get 1.336. Okay, can? Okay, anyone, siapa dah belajar tuition? Macam mana nak jadikan this one round value? Just think, how to find the round value? Hello?
I'm not very sure.
So when you get this type of question,
Multiply, is it?
yeah, everybody will stuck here. So why? Then some of you will round up, give up, round up, and put into 2. Please remember, you cannot put any round up all. So what you have to do, you try to add any even number. You times with any even number. Even number means 2, 2, 4, 6 macam tu. Until you get the round value, then you can put. Okay, now I try 1 times with 2. Okay, ini pula 1.336 times with 2. Ini pula 1 times with 2. You must times with everything. Ini kalau 2, ini pun kena 2. Ini pun kena 2. Okay, so what value you guys will get? Ini saya dapat 2. Ini pula saya dapat, okay, okay, 1.336 times 2. I got 2.672. Ini pula saya dapat 2. So you see this, you all see this, this is not a round value. Ini nampak cacat. So what you guys do, you all drop the 2. Okay, drop the 2. Not even, okay, drop the 2. Okay, sekarang saya buat apa? Saya try to times with 3. 3. Ini 3. So when I try to times with 3, I got 3. Okay, ini pula I try times with 3. This one also you must try to times with 3. So ini 3 lah. Okay, now I do this one. 1.336 times 3. So I get answer 4.008. Ini boleh round up. Okay, that means you already know, so you can put 4.008, right? So you can take it 4. So now y'all put what? The empirical formula. Okay, ini C kan? Kamu tengok, ambil C, what is the round value you get? You get 3, right? So you put C3. H berapa you dapat? 4, right? 4. O pula berapa? 3. So you already score the answer. Any question?
Sir,
Any question? Yeah.
macam mana nak tahu macam mana nak tahu nombor tu boleh round up, sir?
Macam mana macam mana nak tahu rambut tu kena round up? Okay, you already dapat macam ni kan? Okay. You already dapat macam ni kan? Apa Azik? Ni Azik. Bila you buat, you dapat macam ni kan? So you memang tak boleh round up. Okay, so you buat apa? You darab dengan 2, darab dengan 2, darab dengan 2 until you get the closest round value. So bila ini tak dapat tadi saya buat, saya dapat apa? Ini 2, ini saya dapat 2.672. Okay, 672. Ini adalah 2. Ini tak boleh round up, no. Very very long ni, range dia memang jarang, dia jurang dia memang jauh. So you tak boleh round up. What you guys do, you try to change the number. You do add 1 month. Okay, one more. So ini saya letak 3. So I got 3. This one you try to put 3, you will get 4.008. Maksudnya ini memang dah dekat, memang hampir ni dah tepat dah jawapan dia. So it's already, ini kita boleh abaikan lah. Because here we take 1 decimal point, right? 4. Okay, ini pula kita darab dengan 3, you dapat 3. So you see the value, you take the 3, put here. You take the 4, put here. You take the 3, put here. Settle. Any question? Any question? No question. So you already find the empirical formula, right? So you guys already score 1 mark, 3 marks. Now look at this question. Find the molecular formula of ascorbic acid. Okay, the relative molecular mass. Ini salah. Relative molecular mass is given 176. We already do this question during the class session lah. So how to do this? You punya empirical formula sudah ada sini. You already find the empirical formula, right? You already find the empirical formula. So I do here. The empirical formula, open bracket, you write down the empirical formula. C3, H berapa? Tengok balik soalan, H4, right? H4, O3, okay, can you must put one symbol equivalent to your RMM or RFM. RMM is given berapa? 176. You all see the question lah. Is given how much? 176, right? Okay, now you do what? In this empirical formula, you apply RAM. RAM of carbon 6. Carbon 6. Hydrogen is 1. Sorry, hydrogen is 1. Oxygen is 16. Akan diberi dalam exam kamu. Dalam kertas soalan ni pun dah ada. Mana ada? Sini, atas ni sudah ada. Okay, apply only. Okay, how to apply lah, sir? I don't know how to apply. 3 times, what is the RAM of carbon? Sorry, RAM carbon, no, bukan 6, 12. Okay, 12. Okay, plus 4 times RAM of hydrogen 1 plus 3 RAM of oxygen 16. Okay, ini buka kurungan, tutup kurungan, y'all put N 176. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? Okay, so you ambil calculator, you try to find out all this answer. So 3 times 12, you will get 36 plus 4, you get, then you put bracket 3 times 16, you guys will get 88. 88 and 176. N will be 176 divided with 88, you guys will get 2. Okay, can I? So y'all put here the empirical formula C3 H4 O3, the N symbol. Ini N value 2 kan? You letak 2. Then you put here molecular formula. Macam mana nak cari molecular formula? Darab. Ini darab. 3 darab 2 C6. Okay, 3 darab 4 H8. Okay, 3 darab 2 O6. This is your empirical formula of ascorbic acid. You guys already score full mark. Any question? Any question? So far understand, right? So later I will share the recording. Y'all watch the video, then y'all copy. So kalau keluar untuk exam, make sure get full mark. Any question? No question Okay. Kalau ada soalan, angkat tangan, tanya sampai you orang faham. Okay, so this is one type of question. Okay, bentuk macam ni 2021 sampai 2025 tak keluar. So this year, I'm targeting 2026. So tomorrow I got class with them. So 2026, we target this question. Kalau 2026 tak keluar, your batch 2027 confirm akan ada. Okay, so make sure practice. Okay, can I? Okay, now we do this question. Okay, this experiment is to find the empirical formula of reactive metal. Bila you nampak ada crucible lid macam ni, this one is used to determine the empirical formula of reactive metal only. What are the reactive metal? Kamu kena hafal. What are the reactive metal? Kalau nak kahwin, mesti ada zakat. Mesti ada zakat. These are the metal. So dalam ini kan kamu boleh letak 3 jenis metal sahaja. So what are the metal? Magnesium, aluminium and zinc. For in the exam, your exam maybe they put what? They put like this. Metal X. Suggest metal X. When they ask you to suggest metal X, ingat mesti ada zakat. So you can suggest magnesium, aluminium or zinc. So if I suggest magnesium. Any question? Tak boleh suggest metal lain. Hanya 3 ini saja. Can Why? Because they are reactive metal, they can react with oxygen steadily. Okay, can? Okay. Can Okay, this reaction, apa kita akan buat? We take the reactive metal, we will react with oxygen because oxygen support combustion. Okay, oxygen ada di semua tempat kan? You tak perlu bekalkan oxygen. What you guys will get? You guys will get metal oxide. This is the main aim of this reaction. So dalam proses ni kita akan buat 3 proses. First one kita akan panaskan heating. Second one, we will do what? We will do cooling process. Third one, we will do what process? Weighing process. And this process diulang banyak kali to make sure all the metal reacted completely with the oxygen. Okay, so it will be repeated few times. How many times? 3 kali. Then mereka akan ambil average mass. They will take the average mass. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, now I want you all to remember first question. If in the exam dia tutup ini, jangan pergi pening kepala, jangan pergi tembak apa-apa. Dia tutup ini, suggest, then they put metal X. Suggest a metal X, okay? So you have to, okay, do what? Suggest what? Magnesium. So you put magnesium. Okay, ataupun dia bagi satu lagi ni. Dia bagi macam ni. Okay, dia bagi macam ni. Okay, dia suruh kamu suggest another metal. Another metal can replace magnesium. You all suggest zinc lah. So your answer should be what? Zinc. Any question? Any question? So question pertama sudah hafal kan? Sudah hafal Okay, question kedua, I want you all to memorize the equation. How to do the equation? They take magnesium, right? So here they put magnesium. Okay, buka mata tengok betul-betul. Ini tulisan apa dia tulis? Ada tak dia tulis magnesium ion? Tak ada kan? So jangan pergi buat equation macam ni. Ini sudah salah. Understand? So even my time also I do the same thing. So your time, you all very smart student, don't do the same mistake that I did when I was in form 4. Okay, can I? So I don't want you all to do like this. Okay, you orang tak percaya tengok saya buktikan. Dalam perkataan yang ditulis, saya tak nampak ion. I didn't see any ion word. I got see magnesium ribbon. That means it exists as magnesium metal. Magnesium like this. Okay? Okay, so dan dia akan tulis di sini oxygen. Oxygen formula since form 3 you are learning for formula oxygen O2. When magnesium react with oxygen, what product you will get? So apa you buat? You keluarkan pencil. Lepas you siap, you have to erase the things. So what you guys have to do? You have to take out the magnesium ion, Mg2 positive. Okay, here what is the formula of oxide ion? O negative, ambil dua ni letak sini, dua negative. Any question? The formula of magnesium oxide. So now formula of magnesium oxide, you guys put MgO. Okay, MgO. Can understand or not? Understand? Okay. Why saya tak tambah? Because the magnitude of the charge same, right? Erase everything. So you already score 1 mark. Okay, after that, what you guys do? Balance the equation. For this, you all smart student, what you all do? Okay, so saya dah bagi tahu hari tu dalam kelas, whenever you feel stress, first product letak 2. First product letak 2. So now you see magnesium 2, magnesium 2. Oxygen sudah 2, oxygen sudah 2. The equation is balanced. Any question? You guys already score 2 marks. Any question? No question. Okay, look at this one. So I already do the answer for y'all. Okay, can? Okay, now we go for safety precaution number 1. Safety precaution number 1. Y'all must memorize this. Okay, first point. Why you need to clean? First safety precaution. The magnesium ribbon. Okay, we already know the magnesium ribbon is reactive ribbon. So bila is exposed to the air, it will form a oxide layer. So therefore, the first safety precaution, you must clean the magnesium ribbon by using sandpaper. Why? Just put to remove what layer? To remove the oxide layer. From what ribbon? From magnesium ribbon. You already score 1 mark. I don't want the oxide layer disturb my reading. So I clean up with sandpaper. Any question? Any question? No question. So you see here. Okay, why the magnesium ribbon need to be cleaned with sandpaper? To remove the oxide layer from the magnesium coil or magnesium ribbon surface. So you already score 1 mark. Okay, next point. Next point, what will happen here? Bila you panaskan, ini symbol of heated, you know. Okay, symbol of heated. Bila you panaskan, all of you focus, focusing, can, okay, ramai tak join, tak apa, nanti saya akan bagi recording, tapi saya dah habis lah, can, when you panaskan the crucible, okay, you panaskan, right, the crucible, what will happen? This is magnesium, you know. So magnesium will react with oxygen. Of course, we cannot see the organic oxygen. Okay, will react with oxygen. So what will happen? These sources sudah react, and you kept the lid closed. So what will happen? The complete burning takkan berlaku. So what you have to do? You have to open the lid every interval of time. This is your second question. Every interval of time. Setiap 5 minit atau setiap 10 minit, you just buka sekejap, lepas tu you tutup balik. Why? Because the oxygen sources inside the crucible sudah habis. So when you open the lid, oxygen from the outside will enter inside the crucible. You are giving oxygen, more oxygen to be enter inside the crucible. Then you tutup. After 5 ni, where you open for few minutes or few seconds, then you close balik. Now what happened? You already provide the oxygen sources, the magnesium can react. So if in the exam they ask why the lid must open every interval of time, jawapan kamu untuk membenarkan to allow the oxygen. Oxygen from what? Jangan letak outside all. Oxygen from the environment. Okay, to enter inside the crucible. Dia masuk ke dalam mangkuk pija. Crucible to react with what? To react with magnesium ribbon. So you guys already score 1 mark. Okay, to allow the oxygen from the environment to enter inside the crucible and react with magnesium ribbon, you take 1 mark. Ini soalan ada tak dalam ni? Okay, why the lid must open every interval of time? To allow oxygen from the air or from the environment to enter inside the crucible for complete combustion of magnesium or to react. You just no need to write this completely. Just put what? To react with magnesium. Ingat, kena ingat. Faham? Any question? This is safety precaution number 3. Okay, safety precaution number 4. Saya tak ada ruang. Ini saya prepare this one for SPM. Okay, safety precaution number 4. You all want to write? Nanti later write tengok recording Okay, safety precaution number 4. Listen Okay, what you all must do when you tengah panaskan. Tengah panaskan the crucible, the magnesium ribbon already start to burn, Okay, burn and it produce what? It produce a white color fume. Nampak ni, saya punya ni nampak kan? White color fume. Okay, white color fume. Once you see white color fume, you tak boleh main-main buka. You must keep close. Must keep close. Once you see what? Once you see the white fume. Okay, or when the magnesium start to burn. Burn, you must do what? The question, why must kept close? The question number 4, why the lid must kept close? All of you understand kenapa penutup dia kena kena ni tutup, tak boleh buka-buka. Kenapa? Because you must make sure the white fume is not escaping into the environment, because white fume ini adalah apa? This is your magnesium oxide. Okay, so kalau you buka, what will happen? The white fume already escape into the environment. Then after finish this one, di sini kan kamu akan dapat banyak white color powder. You timbang mass dia, you buat calculation, you punya apa your okay. Oh, nasib baik Nabila. Thank you very much Nabila. You start the recording. Hey, I forgot lah. First class orang kan, dengan orang kan saya nervous sikit lah, minta maaf Okay, so what happened? So the white fume will escape to the environment. Nanti bila you buat calculation, you punya formula akan lari. Can understand? All of you understand So dia akan tanya, bila the magnesium ribbon start to burn, why the lid must kept close? Very simple answer, to prevent the white fume, which is magnesium oxide, from do what? From escaping into the air ataupun environment. Itu je. You already score 1 mark. Any question? Any question? Any question? No? Yeah.
Untuk
No,
soalan yang nombor 2. Sir.
Huh?
Untuk
Apa,
soalan
Amirul?
nombor 2 tadi.
Okay.
For one question. Yang
Hmm.
explain why magnesium will need to be clean with sandpaper, right?
Hmm. Oh, that is first question.
Kalau kalau soalan dia tukar macam jadi zinc ataupun
Sama,
aluminium.
same only.
Okay.
Aluminium,
Thank you,
zinc,
sir.
semua reaktif. All the reactive metal, kalau you biarkan lama-lama, apa akan berlaku? Oksigen dalam udara, dia akan react. Okay, ini berlaku secara naturally. So it will react and they will form a layer. And that layer is called oxide layer. So when you want to do the experiment, you must clean up the ribbon by using sandpaper. If they ask to remove the oxide layer lah. Okay, can Okay, sebelum tadi saya mula eksperimen ni, mula bagi ni bincang ni, saya bagi tahu apa yang berlaku dalam eksperimen ni. What they do? They do what? First process they do H. Second process they do what? C. Okay, third process they do what? Cooling. And they will keep repeat this. Okay, keep repeat. So in this experiment they do what process? First mereka panaskan. Okay, heating. After that, they do what? Cooling. And the last one is weighing. Okay, this process is repeated few times until you dapat apa? You dapat constant mass of, or in this case, constant mass of magnesium oxide. Ini kena faham. Okay, repeat the process of HCW. Okay, macam mana bentuk soalan akan keluar? Kamu tengok di sini. How do you ensure magnesium reacted completely with oxygen? Kita ulang eksperimen ini banyak kali. First time kita ulang, kita dapat 23.2 gram. Second time kita ulang eksperimen ni, kita dapat 23.1 gram. Third time kita ulang, kita dapat 23.1 gram. Maksudnya tindak balas ni hanya akan berlaku sehingga kamu dapat until you get 23.1. Okay, if in the exam they ask how do you ensure the reaction completed or how do you ensure the magnesium ribbon reacted completely with oxygen, you just letak repeat. Repeat HCW process. The process of heating, cooling, weighing is repeated until constant mass of magnesium oxide is obtained. Any question? Bila kamu dah dapat constant mass, bila you ulang banyak kali, maksudnya magnesium dah bertindak balas dengan lengkap. Why we do this process? Because we cannot see the oxygen. So you have to base on the data. So you have to repeat few times. You take the average overall mass for the repeated experiment. Any question? But you learn one time only. Okay, can eh? Okay, faham? So far faham? Faham eh? Okay, so satu contoh calculation saya dah buat. Okay, nanti orang tengok macam mana nak buat. Nanti kita akan buat satu. Okay, state another metal oxide. Tadi saya bagi tahu, kalau dia tanya another metal, you buat apa? You letak zinc lah. Faham? Kalau dia tanya another metal oxide, tadi kita buat equation magnesium react with oxygen, you guys will get MgO balance 2 year, 2 year. One more equation, when zinc react with oxygen, you guys will get ZNO balance. Okay, ditanya apa? State another metal oxide. So ini satu metal oxide. Eksperimen ni. Another metal oxide is this one lah. So you name the zinc oxide. That's all. Any question? Any question? So this question can come out for your exam. So make sure get full mark. Okay, so you can see the example. Okay, I already do one example, right? You see your question. Okay, so saya bagi 2 minit untuk kamu cuba. Then I discuss. Siapa dah siap, angkat tangan terus. Amirul, you already print for everyone, right?
Saya suruh orang yang tak nak print, saya suruh orang yang tak print minta adik printkan.
Adib ada join tak? Hello Adib. Adib dia tak join ko. Adib ada kan? Adib ada. Okay, so siapa tak print, okay, siapa dah ada ni? Siapa nak buat digital notes can do. Okay, can? Okay, so 3 minit, 2 minit dari sekarang. Y'all do first y'all must do guys, sorry Ini kan ada silap tau. Kita tukar, boleh Kamu tolong buat pembetulan. Ini kita letak oxide of metal X. So ini semua tukar metal X. Sebab bila saya buat calculation ini saya ambil daripada trial 2023 state punya. So dia salah tau. Okay, metal X. Okay, ni kamu tukar. So ini semua magnesium semua kamu tukar dekat X. Bila you buat calculation formula dia akan lain. Okay, all this you change metal oxide of metal X. Ini pun tukar lah, semua tukar. Okay, equation tak payah buat. Dia tak boleh buat. Justin, in what question now?
C.
Okay. How about Mitran? Nabila, Chahat, you're doing what question?
Also say, sir.
Chahat?
Question D, sir.
B, huh? B, no need to do. The equation you cannot do because the metal
No, no, I
X.
mean D.
Oh, yo, D, oh, very good lah you. Kita harapkan soalan ini keluar lah, ha? Soalan macam ni. Ini tak keluar, the next one very easy, no. Yorang jangan takut. Okay, kamu ada 1 minit lagi. Okay, guys, listen. My online session, you can ask the Form 5 previous Form 5 student yang masa Yusof semua. I want your end move fast, you know. Move fast and your focus ni. Okay, you boleh cuba tanya dekat Yusof semua. Okay, so saya memang macam tu. Saya tak suka ni. Lepas tu, no jokes. When you study, serious. Okay, can I? Nanti you tengok you punya result akan naik. So this year Form 5 student, diorang akan buat, lepas tu diorang akan terus WhatsApp to me, then I will project, then I will mark. So yours I start slowly, since this is your first class. Okay, time's up. Kita tengok. Okay, diorang tengok saya jawab. When you get this empirical formula, ini tak boleh main tau. Formula ni memang dah bagi, definition dah bagi, kena ikut macam tu. So first thing, you kena letak chemical formula, ulangan kali kedua. Chemical formula that shows, okay, simplest. You must put simplest ratio kena ada. Simplest ratio of all number of atoms kena ada. Okay, of mesti ada perkataan ni. Each element. Elements in a compound or present in a compound also boleh. Ada ni saya terus bagi markah. Kalau tak ada satu perkataan, tak ada markah. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, if let's say in your exam, they give you magnesium, you know how to do the equation. I already explained. Okay, why the metal X need to be cleaned with sandpaper? To remove the oxide layer. You letak macam ni, saya bagi markah. Kan? How do you ensure all metal X reacted completely? Terus letak perkataan ni. Repeat HCW process. So you guys put here, repeat the process. Process of H, you all put here eating, comma, you guys put cooling and weighing. Weighing, okay, until constant mass is obtained. Yoran letak macam ni, saya bagi markah. Any question? Okay. All of you understand, Okay, now we go for calculation. When you see this calculation, sometimes they give you 4 marks, sometimes they give you, okay, what 4 marks ataupun ni lah. So saya tak ambil formula ni, Ini kita tukar kepada, okay, X. Okay, ini tukar XO, ini kita tukar X. Okay, metal X, metal, ni metal oxide O. Okay, can Sebab saya buat calculation ni, saya rasa macam tak ada salah. Pelajar form 5, diorang buat, diorang bagi tahu ada salah. Okay, can Okay, we do together. Okay, when you do this, you need to present your answer in a systematic way. Okay, so ada dekat, saya nampak dekat tempat-tempat lain, diorang suruh jawab macam tu je. Okay, saya nak kamu buat table. You have to make sure the pemeriksa understand, So, they going to mark 300 and 400 script, Last year, saya mark 300 script. So, bayangkan perasaan saya online semua. Okay, so you have to do the table. Just do the table like this. No need to go and use the pembaris all. Just do like this. Okay, this is compound. You all put compound. Okay, so we have metal X, right? Metal X. Okay, lepas tu in here you put O. Don't put O2. Can Okay, O2 jangan letak macam ni. Satu markah gone. Okay, you must put O. All these should be atom. Okay, after that, you all need to find what? Find the mass. Okay, mass gram. Very simple, You main potong sahaja. You want to find the mass of X. Very simple. Tengok saya potong You ambil pen, crucible mass cut. Okay, crucible mass dia you potong. Okay, crucible dah. So that means the mass already equal. Lead potong, tinggal apa? The mass of X. The mass of X. That means what you guys do, take this mass and minus with this mass, you will get the X. So here you put here 1, okay, 56.29 minus with 150.05, calculator answer. You will get what answer? Anyone? Kalau dah buat, tolong bagi tahu kena minus 150.
6.24.
Okay, you guys will get 6.24. Jangan pergi letak unit sini tau. Dalam table mesti letak unit di sini. Okay, kan So, you already score. Okay, belum dapat lagi. Okay, now you do for oxygen. Macam mana nak buat untuk oxygen? You main potong je. Okay, tengok saya potong sekarang. Okay, you want to find the mass of oxygen. What I do, crucible saya potong. Crucible saya potong. Okay, lead saya potong, saya potong. That means the mass already equal, you know. X saya potong, dah potong. I got what? Oxygen. You want to find the mass of O. What you do? 160. So you put here 160.45 minus with 156.29. You already get the mass of oxygen. Okay, so here you try to find. Okay, wait. Okay, you guys will get 4.16. Any question? So you already score 1 mark. Okay. Second step, what you have to find, you all put this symbol. You need MOL. If mass is given, ini mass can, mass is given, how to find the number of mole? Mass over molar mass. Okay, what you all do here, 6.24 divide with the molar mass is 24. Ini kan kita tukar X 24. So kita letak 24. What answer you guys will get? 6.24 divide with 24. Okay, you get 0.26 mole. Okay, okay, now here I put 4.16 divide with here, kamu tengok, satu oxygen, right? You take the RAM of oxygen. Okay, mass over molar mass, which is 16. Calculator, find the answer. 4.16 divided with 16. So I will get same 0.26. Any question? Any question? Oh, kita boleh ambil ni lah. Tadi saya buat salah, sekarang betul. Okay, any question? Okay, any question? No question, Okay, next one, y'all do the ratio. Okay, you do the ratio. Both numbers same, right? 0.26 divided with 0.26, you guys will get 1. 0.26 divided with 0.26, you will get 1. Then you put your empirical formula. Okay, x1 O1. Any question? Okay, 1, no need to write, no. x1 O1. Any question? So you guys already score full mark for this question. Then you go to next question. Okay, any question? Tak ada soalan Okay, I go for next question. Okay, next experiment. Sorry saya kena banyak benda kena bincang. Kalau hari ni saya tak dapat, besok ada kelas. Then next Wednesday ada kelas. Okay, Okay, minta maaf your exam on Thursday, right? Betul Amirul?
Betul.
Okay, so now look at this question. Ini lagi senang tau. Ini lagi senang. Okay, when you see this one, this is called reaction of less reactive metal. So kita ambil less reactive. Tadi reactive kan? Less reactive metal. Okay, less reactive metal very simple. Kalau nak kahwin mesti ada zakat fantastik supaya papa anda cucu dan anak cucu. Copper and silver. We can use copper and silver, or you can put what? Papa, lead, cucu, anak. These are the less reactive metal. Can be replaced with copper 2 oxide or lead 2 oxide. So what is the formula of copper 2 oxide? So siapa ada bunyi kan? Copper 2 oxide, kita buat ni copper 2 ion, oxide ion. So when you combine together, so please remember CuO, copper 2 oxide. And this experiment with copper 2 oxide can be replaced with what? Lead 2 oxide. Dua oxide ni. So ini kamu boleh ambil or ini pun boleh ambil. Lead 2 oxide, copper 2 oxide. Lead 2 oxide, copper 2 oxide. Sudah faham? Faham Okay, in this reaction, what they will do? Okay, ini dan tadi dia react dengan oksigen kan? Here, they will take very different, metal oxide will be reacted with dry hydrogen gas. Okay, then you will get the metal and water. So, saya tak faham apa benda ni. Okay, kita buat dia punya equation. Di sini dia bagi copper to oxide, right? Okay, benda ini, dua benda ini akan menghasilkan hydrogen gas. It will produce supply hydrogen gas. Apa dia nanti kita tengok. Okay, hydrogen gas. So, the hydrogen gas react with copper to oxide. What is the main equation? Copper to oxide reacted with dry hydrogen gas. Okay, macam ni. Ingat, hidrogen dia sangat suka oksigen. Mana ada oksigen dia rampas and it will do what? It will form what? H2O, water. So this oxygen akan dirampas oleh hydrogen. You will get water and copper becomes single. Any question? Any question? For this, you no need to take the ion. You do like this only. Settle. You already get copper and water. So I still don't understand. We can replace with one more metal oxide, right? Which is PbO, right? Kalau dalam exam dia bagi macam ni, suruh kamu okay, buat the equation. Please remember, bila you nampak hydrogen, dia akan rampas oxygen and it will form water molecule. Okay, what will happen to PB? You letak macam ni saja. The equation balance or not? You tengok hydrogen depan belakang. Kalau balance, everything balance. Hydrogen ini dua kan? Okay, sini pun dua kan? So the equation balance. Any question? You guys already score 1 mark. Any question? No question. Okay, write the chemical equation. Sudah tulis. Okay, sudah tulis. Okay, so dalam exam, ini kan, okay, ini kita simpan dalam makmal. We keep it in the makmal. Okay, but the hydrogen gas, you must produce. You must produce in the laboratory. During the chemical reaction, you must produce the hydrogen gas. How to produce the hydrogen gas? You already learned in Form 3, acid react with metal. You will get what? You will get salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so dalam exam, they will show here. Okay, sini kan, di bawah ni, they put concentrated acid. Okay, reacted with metal X. So dia akan tulis, what is metal X? So the metal X should be reactive metal. What are the reactive metal? You boleh ambil zinc ataupun magnesium. Any question? Zinc and magnesium. So kamu tengok di sini, so the main equation run, right? What is metal X? Dia tanya. Where is the metal X? Ini kan. So kamu boleh ambil zinc and magnesium. You can take zinc, magnesium, aluminium. But aluminium is expensive. You all take zinc and magnesium only. Can Okay. So satu markah sudah dapat. Tengok. Any reactive metal. So bagi satu jawapan sahaja. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, now they will ask what? State the function of metal X and concentrated acid. So diorang punya function ini, okay, so saya padam ni Okay, this metal X and concentrated acid react, they will produce H2 gas. Okay, this H2 gas akan naik macam ni. Okay, kena ini naik, saya letak macam ni naik macam ni. So when we take the spirit lamp, fill up with ethanol, kita panaskan, the copper to oxide will react with the hydrogen gas. Okay, any question? No question. Okay, so ditanya, what is the function of metal X and concentrated hydrochloric acid to produce hydrogen gas? You guys already score 1 mark. Okay, tuliskan equation, you baca soalan betul-betul tuliskan, ini jarang keluar, kalau keluar macam mana nak buat? Write down the chemical equation, diletak to produce hydrogen gas. Bila dia macam ni, apa you buat? You pergi tengok sini, hydrochloric acid. Okay, metal X. What is the formula of hydrochloric acid? Saya buat sini Okay, hydrochloric acid HCl. Kita dah belajar formula tau, HCl. What is the formula? Katakan you ambil magnesium metal, you take the Mg metal. What product you will get? Okay, kita buat Take out the hydrogen ion, H positive. Take out the chloride ion, Cl negative. Saya dah kata you all have to memorize the ion. Okay, take out the magnesium ion, Mg2 positive. During chemical reaction, positive join with negative. So, kamu letak magnesium chloride. Kamu susun di sini, Mg2 positive, Cl negative. Satu buang tong sampah. Okay, dua ini padam, letak bawah chloride. You put at the bottom of chloride. So, the formula MgCl2. Any question? Any question? No question. So then you padam this one, padam. Okay, erase everything. After that, when you see hydrogen without partner, lelaki positive is lelaki, no. Kawin dengan lelaki, hydrogen gas. You put the hydrogen gas here. You already score 1 mark. Any question? Okay, after that, erase the ion. You just see left and right. First balance hydrogen. Kamu balancekan hydrogen. Sini hydrogen 2, sini 1. Okay, satu kan? So what I have to do, in front put 2. So hydrogen sudah balance. Hydrogen sudah balance. Chloride 2, chloride 2. Magnesium 1, magnesium 1. Everything balance, you already scored 2 marks. Any question? Any question? No question. No question. Okay, now I do this one. Okay, okay, ini kena hafal. Okay, after finish the equation done kan? Okay, so in the experiment, okay, in the experiment, dia akan tanya, okay, why the ni kamu tengok di sini, why the hydrogen gas need to flow continuously for a while before you eating the copper 2 oxide. Kamu tak boleh, bila you dah letak macam ni, you tak boleh terus nyalakan dia punya wick. You cannot fire up the wick. You have to wait for several minutes. Kenapa benda ni you tak boleh buat? Okay, so dalam ini kan, the hydrogen gas test. Katakan dalam ini ada hydrogen, you bring burning wooden splinter, you will hear what sound? Pop sound. Pop sound. Itu baru sikit punya hydrogen gas. Sini banyak hydrogen gas. Kenapa pop sound? Because the hydrogen mix with oxygen from the air. Okay, so bila mix, bila you nyalakan, you boleh dengar pop sound. Okay, kamu akan kedengaran pop sound. You will hear pop sound. So now you listen here. Can I listen? Okay, di sini dah ada banyak hydrogen gas. Okay, at the same time ada oxygen from the air. Okay, oxygen from the air. So that means we have what? We have mixture of H2O, okay, O2. Okay, we have mixture of what gas? Oxygen and hydrogen gas. Bila saya panaskan di sini, what will happen? Explosion akan berlaku. Letupan akan berlaku. Okay, you tak boleh panaskan. Therefore, apa saya buat? Saya tak panaskan. I wait for several minutes. Let the hydrogen gas remove all the air. Okay, dia buang semua air from the tube, glass tube. Okay, the remove all the air. The air will come out from here. Okay, after that you nyalakan Bunsen ni, the wick. Okay, and you try to get the product. Any question? Okay, kalau dia tanya dalam exam, okay, explain why the hydrogen gas need to flow, okay, continuously for a while, okay, before you eating up the combustion copper 2 oxide to remove all the air from the glass tube. Untuk buang semua udara, oxygen gas from the gas, okay, glass tube. The mixture of hydrogen and air will explode when lighted up. Itu saja. You already score 1 mark. Any question? No question. Okay. Can? Okay, one more. Tengok one more. Ini pun akan ditanya dalam exam. So, bila you dah dapat product, okay, after you dah panaskan, you already got the product. Okay, please remember this one. Before you do copper 2 oxide. Okay, tolong ingat, what is the color of copper 2 oxide? Ingat rambut kamu. Copper 2 oxide is a black color powder. Okay, can So reacted with hydrogen gas. Sebab tu kita letak dry hydrogen. Dry means is not mixed with any air. Okay, can Okay, dry. What product you will get? You will get copper plus water. Faham? Okay, what is the color of copper? Tolong ingat copper is a brown color. Okay, so in this experiment, kalau dia minta one observation, state one observation. Nyatakan satu pemerhatian, black color powder turns brown. If they ask what is the observation in this experiment, ingat copper 2 oxide is what color? Is a black color powder. Black powder turns, you dapat brown copper, right? Copper is what color? Turns brown. You ingat Bukit Bandaraya, BB. Black turns brown. Okay, so ingat SMK BB. Brown, black turns brown. Any question? Okay, can I? Okay, so katakan di sini now black color, right? The black color powder is turns to what color? Is turns to brown color. Wait, I take the brown color. Okay, lepas dia dah tukar brown color. Okay, it's already turns brown. Okay, sudah turns brown kan? Okay, so sudah turns brown. So you dah nampak turns brown, the reaction completed. Okay, the reaction completed, right? Bila reaction completed, you punya lampu pelita ni kamu padam. Kamu kena padam. Tetapi bahagian sini, you still need to produce hydrogen gas. This one still hot, masih panas. Okay, the copper that one produce is masih panas, right? Okay, you must do what? You must cool in the stream. Stream of what gas? Hydrogen gas. Kenapa? Okay, kenapa So you have to cool in the stream of hydrogen gas. Kalau you tak sejukkan dalam aliran udara hidrogen, what will happen? Oksigen daripada luar masuk. Dia masuk. So the oxygen will react with what? This is copper, right? It will react with copper and it will form copper 2 oxide. Dia akan terus tukar warna hitam balik. Okay, any question? Any question? No question. Why must cool in the stream of hydrogen gas? See, hot copper product, which is brown color, okay, produce is cool in the stream of hydrogen gas to ensure oxygen in the air. So ini kan copper, kita tak nak oxygen, pergi react. React tu kita panggil not oxidize. Not oxidize hot copper back to copper 2 oxide. Okay, dia tak nak tukar balik kepada copper 2 oxide. Any question? So please memorize again. Okay, now one more question. Okay, one more question. Last question. Okay, in this experiment, how do you ensure semua copper 2 oxide tukar kepada copper dan water? How do you ensure all copper reacted completely? So sama macam tadi punya eksperimen, you do what? You repeat HCW process. Repeat the process of heating, cooling and weighing until constant mass obtained. Any question? So jawapan semua ada dalam modul, you tengah baca saja. Faham? Any question? Tadi Okay, now we do one question. Okay, we do this. Okay, 2 minit dari sekarang. Page number 5. Justin, understand?
Yes.
Hey, you already sleep?
No, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Okay, wait. Okay. Kalisha, faham tak Kalisha? Hello, Kalisha. Jahat? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Okay, can do lah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, saya target soalan ini yang akan keluar. So make sure give more priority to this question. This one and first one. Mesti akan ada. Mana-mana satu eksperimen akan ada. So I already give you the module. I already give you discuss one. You all try to do your tuition master got give you the what question, right? Try to do all that. Okay, can? Okay. Saya rasa saya tak ada masa lah. Okay. Dah 40 minit. Saya nak habiskan ni. Okay, can? Okay, we try to do together. Can this fine. Okay, can Okay, this one also same. Okay, first question you dapat ini copper 2 oxide, you letak je. You orang boleh conteng sini tau. Kalau saya pelajar macam kamu, saya conteng semua. I can use copper 2 oxide or lead 2 oxide. Okay, can? Okay, after that, I do what? Copper 2 oxide reacted with hydrogen gas. I will get copper plus water. Kalau ditanya equation, equation lah. Then, you tengok, dia dah letak metal X kan? Ambil pencil terus letak magnesium or zinc. Mana-mana satu. What is the function to supply what gas? Hydrogen gas. Okay, kenapa must cool? Kenapa you tak boleh panaskan ni? Terus nyalakan. Why you cannot burn or eat the copper 2 oxide directly? You have to wait for several minutes, then only eat it, to ensure all the air is removed. Remove from what tube? From, you tengok ni, ini adalah apa? Glass tube, right? From glass tube. You tulis macam ni pun sudah dapat markah. Any question? Any question? So these are the question will come out. Why the odd copper form need to be cleaned with sandpaper? Need to be cooled with the hydrogen gas, in the stream of hydrogen gas. To prevent the oxygen from the air to oxidize the odd copper into copper 2 oxide. That's all. Any question? Can I? Okay, saya tulis ulangan kali ketiga. Okay, what is mean by empirical formula? You put chemical formula. This time we do very fast. Chemical formula, that shows simplest. Simplest what? Simplest ratio of all number. Number of atoms. Atoms, then you put of each element. Elements, in a compound or present in a compound. What is metal X? Kamu dah tulis tadi kan? Sekarang isi tempat kosong je. You put what? Magnesium. Mg. So what will happen if I put symbol? Justin, will they deduct your marks?
Maybe.
No, you will get marks. Unless if you put like this, wrong lah. You boleh letak symbol macam ni pun dapat markah. Any question? Now I want to do the calculation very fast very quick kita buat calculation ni. You do the table. Same method. Potong, dapatkan. Itu je. Now you do this like this. Then you put copper. Another one is oxygen. Semua atom. First thing you get the mass. Gram. How to find the mass? Very simple. Main potong je. Kalau you rasa macam stress sebab dia ada bahasa Melayu dengan bahasa Inggeris kan. So you belajar ni kan. Ni padam. You take the English lah. Like this. So now what I do, I want to find the mass of copper, right? Glass tube cancel. Apa yang ada di sini? Copper. So what I do here, 56.66 minus 53.46. 46 lah. I do 46. So what answer I get? Try to get the answer.
3.20.
So I get 3.20. Dapat kan? Now I do for oxygen. Tengok cara nak buat oxygen. Main potong je, senang. So you want to do for the oxygen. Ini padam balik. So redo again. Glass tube cancel. Copper cancel. Oxide. So you want to find the oxide one. You take what? 57.46, which is this one. Minus with 56.66. So you try to find the answer. Anyone?
0.8.
0.8.
You guys will get 0.8. So you already find the answer. Now you find the number of mole. How to find the number of mole? You just put symbol macam ni, unit macam ni, 3.2 the mass. The molar mass already given in the question, 64. Calculator find answer. Oh, saya pun kena gerak cepat lah. You orang sangat laju lah. You all very smart lah. So I get
Sir,
0.
can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Just now in the magnesium one, you put up there it was compound. Then here you don't put the compound
You
But
want to
then in
put
the
also
notes
can.
also they put element. Oh,
Element
okay.
also can, because
Just
here
checking.
you put element, the element that made up the compound. You can put element, okay, you can put element, you can put compound, because the compound is the one form. We want to find the formula of the compound, empirical formula of the compound. Okay, the compound made up
Oh,
of element.
okay.
So you can put element also can. Okay, atau you nak leave
Okay,
it
thank you, sir.
zeros, empty also can. Okay, but jangan
Okay.
pergi letak O2. Okay, Justin can Okay, so you divide with
Okay.
16, you will get 0.05. So now you guys find the ratio. This one very simple. Ratio 0.05. Okay, 0.05, you will get 1. Kalau saya buat apa, I know already. Okay, ingat yang meriksa adalah saya. Okay, so you dah tahu both nilai sama kan, just put 1, 1. Don't waste your time. Okay, any question? So after that, you put the empirical formula, write down the formula, empirical formula. Okay, you guys put CU1 O1. You take your 3 marks. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay. Okay guys, now before I go for stoichiometry kan, saya nak kamu tengok page number 9. How to study the equation qualitatively and quantitatively. Okay, both of you can see. Okay, I do the first one. If qualitative means you tengok equation, this is equation A plus B, you will get C plus D. Okay, so here we have reactant. Okay, this one is called product. Bila ditanya kualitatif, you kena bagi tahu the reactant used, okay, is A and B. Then you put here Y, the product form is C and D. Kita tengok satu contoh. I already do one. Okay, this is your reactant. This is your product. Okay, can I? Okay, they ask qualitative aspect. Describe the equation qualitatively. So apa you buat? The reactant, sodium, you take the sodium and water are the reactants. While you put the while, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen are the product. You take 0.1. Any question? This is qualitative. Okay. Kalau and one more, they ask you to describe the equation quantitatively. Quantitatively, you see the definition. You kena bagi tahu berapa mole. Okay. Quantitative very simple, you know. Okay. Tengok Quanti means quantity. So here depan ada number, you take the number 2 mole. 2 mole of sodium. After that, you remember this plus, you tukar kepada react. React with how many mole? 2 mole of water molecule. Then you take the arrow, change it to produce. Produce, okay, to 2 mole of sodium hydroxide. This one you put an 1 mole. Kenapa di sini 1 mole? Tak ada number, you tengok berapa hydrogen ada. Satu right? 1 mole of hydrogen. You take your 0.2. This is be used for A plus B. You will get C plus D. Any question? So must memorize this one. Pernah keluar SPM 2021. Okay, there is one more format of question. Equation. Equation, if A pergi macam ni, B plus C. Okay, A, B plus C. This one, kita panggil apa? A decompose. Mesti guna perkataan ini. Any question? This is your reactant. This is your product. Kita ada dua jenis equation. I give you one example. Check here. Okay, check. Okay, this is A arrow. Give you B plus C plus D. Okay. Any question? No question. Okay, this is your reactant. This is your product. Okay, product. Okay, cara nak buat qualitative analysis. Okay, qualitative aspect. Ni copper nitrate. Siapa yang cakap ni? Siapa yang belum mute, tolong mute kan? Okay, kena. Copper 2 nitrate is reactant. Okay, the reactant is copper 2 nitrate. Okay, while copper 2 oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen are the products. So you guys already score 0.1. Any question? This is qualitative. Okay, now quantitative pula macam mana? Macam mana kita buat Kalau ada A, arrow, B, C, D, you mesti guna perkataan decompose. Sini berapa mol? 2 mol. So I put 2 mol. You write the name of this compound, copper 2 nitrate, decomposes or decompose. Decompose to produce 2 mole of copper 2 oxide, 4 moles of nitrogen dioxide, and bila tak ada number 1 mole of oxygen. You already score 0.2. Any question? Any question? No question Okay, kita pergi cuba buat satu soalan. Okay. You guys got try this question? Amirul, you pernah buat tak soalan ni? Chahat,
Oh, so,
you got do
No, sir.
Okay, so we do together. Okay, look at this. Okay, we discuss together. Okay, the mass of an atom is very small. Therefore, chemists want to compare the mass of an atom. They ask the mass of X with comparing by using the standard atom. What is the standard atom? Carbon 12 kan? Okay, definition nanti saya buat. Saya buat soalan ni. Give one reason why carbon 12 digunakan sebagai atom piawai. Why they use as a standard atom. We already learned. Because, so I put carbon 12 exists as solid. Okay, solid comma, it is easy to handle the experiment. That's all. You already score 1 mark. You letak exist as solid pun saya dah bagi markah. So very simple. So don't get wrong in the exam. Okay, any question? No question Okay, now I want to define the relative atomic mass. You want to define the relative atomic mass. What you guys do here, RAM, do the formula. Macam mana nak buat formula? Formula kita dah belajar kan? Ini, what is this stand for? When compare, apabila dibandingkan. When compare. Okay, can? So you take the A, put here, average mass, you take the mass of one atom. Mesti ada one atom. Of an element. Kena ada semua ni. An element. When compare with 1 over 12 times mass of one carbon. Carbon 12 atom. You kena letak formula ni. Now convert this formula into word form sentences, you dapatkan markah. So what is defined the RAM or what is mean by a relative atomic mass? You ambil ni, average mass of one atom of one n element. When compare with, you write this 1 over 12, this X symbol you letak of mass of one carbon 12 atom. So you go very fast. I don't understand. You see now I write So macam mana nak buat? Average, okay, mass of one atom kena ada, of an element wajib ada. Okay, element. Then you divide, right? When compare, apabila dibandingkan, compare with, you put here 1 over 12 of mass of one carbon. Carbon what atom? 12 atom. That's all. You guys already score full mark. Any question? Any question? No question Okay, now they will ask you to find the RAM of atom X. Okay, so please remember carbon 12. Apa dia punya RAM? Carbon is 12. Okay, or 1 over 12 lah. Kena dekatkan. Okay, di sini kita ada berapa atom? 1 atom, 2 atom, right? Okay, 2 atom, right? Okay, so what is the relative atomic mass of atom X? Kita ada 2 carbon atom. Okay, darab dengan RAM of carbon. What is the RAM of carbon? 12. You will get 24. When you get 24, then only the equation balance. The balancer is level is balanced. So dia punya level balance when we have 2 carbon atom and 1 carbon atom they divided into 12 pieces. Therefore the RAM of carbon 12 1 atom 12. So kita ada 1 2 atom, right? So 2 times 12 24. So you already score 1 mark lah. Any question? Kalau 3 atom, darab 3. 4 atom, darab 4. Okay, kan eh? Okay, now look at this question. See, ini 2 markah. Ini berapa markah? 2 markah. Okay, so we do together. Okay, kan eh? Ini pun saya buat, nanti orang tengok recording eh. Okay. Okay, so in an experiment, X react with chlorine. So you put X like this. Okay, chlorine. Please remember, jangan letak macam ni, salah. In the equation, please remember, chlorine mesti letak Cl2, bromine Br2, iodine I2, oxygen O2, hydrogen H2, nitrogen N2. This one in this world, mereka wujud 2, 2, 2, 2. Bila dia kata chlorine, must put like this. Any question? You must write like this. Can I? Chlorine react, dia letak produce. Produce means terus letak arrow. Produce compound ini. XCl2. Sudah siap. You already score 1 mark. Now balance the equation. Okay, can I? Balance the equation. X1, X1. Chlorine 2, chlorine 2. The equation also balanced. You already score 2 marks. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, now you see, I describe the equation. Ini semua saya padam, saya perlukan ni. Okay, so I already scored the 2 marks. I want to describe the equation. How to describe the equation? Ini adalah reactant. Ini adalah product. Okay, qualitative means, okay, so you put here the reactants used are, you ambil ni, X and Cl2, or you write down the name. While the product produce is one product, right? XCl2. You already score 1 mark. Itu qualitative. Any question? What is reactant? What is product? Okay, now I want to describe quantitative. Quantitative means how many number kena ada. Ini depan tak ada number, right? So you put here 1 mole of X. Ini symbol, you put reacts. React with, okay, 1 mole of, you take the Cl2, put here Cl2. Okay, ini arrow, you put what? Produce. Produce, ini depan tak ada number, right? So you put here produce 1 mole of XCl2. That's all. You guys already score full mark. 4 markah sudah score. Any question? Any question? Ini saya dah buat kan? Kamu tengok di sini. You punya kerja rumah, you orang buat the equation, analyze qualitative, quantitative. Okay, tengok. They will, sometimes they change the question, you know. Jangan takut bila dia change question. Okay, sebab tu saya change question here. Sometimes they straight away ask the qualitative and quantitative. Sometimes they ask you to give 2 information. When they ask 2 information, you guys put here qualitative. Qualitative, satu information. What is the reactant? What is the product? Then you put here quantitative. Quantitative. Put like this, then you give how many mole like that. So the pemeriksa akan tulis apa tau? Wow, this student very good lah. Okay, like that. Okay, any question? Okay, so one I give like this. Okay, so SPM dia akan keluar macam ni lah. Kadang-kadang dia keluar macam ni. Kadang-kadang dia keluar macam ni. So you orang jangan takut. So you all do this. The same method you all apply here. So I got put one more question. Okay, qualitative, quantitative. Then I change the question. Okay, so both are same. So you all do. Okay, kamu tengok. Yang ni saya buat Saya buat This equation saya do. Okay, bila dia kata H2O2 decomposes. Dia kata decomposes to produce water. What is the formula of water? Tulis ni H2O. What is the formula of oxygen? O2. Okay? Okay, bila ada perkataan decomposes, you have to follow this format. A become B and C. Your A is this one. So you take the H2O2. Understand? H2O2. Okay, then you follow this format. Arrow decomposes water, oxygen. Saya selalu letak oxygen di depan, water di belakang. You want to change the position also can. You put the water, then oxygen also can. You already score 1 mark. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? Okay. So how to balance this equation? How to balance the equation? Saya dah bagi tahu, you feel like very stressed, lost. Okay. Kamu cuba letak depan 2. Tengok oxygen sini 2, sini 2 tambah 1, 3. Okay, 3. Okay, it's very difficult to balance the equation. Macam mana nak balance kan? Anyone? Amirul, how to balance the equation?
Tambah 2 dekat depan H2O, lepas tu dekat sebelah dekat real tu produk tambah 2
Okay,
dekat
kamu tengok
H2
sini
dengan O2.
Very good, Amirul. Pandai dia. Okay, sini kamu nampak 2, right? So what you guys do here? In front, put 2. 2, Okay, after you already put 2, 2 times 2, 4. Hydrogen 4. Hydrogen 2 times 2, 4. Sudah dapat 4. Okay, kan? So hydrogen sudah balance. Okay, oxygen 2 times 2, 4. Oxygen sini. So sini Oxygen 2. Tambah di sini 2. Total 4. Oxygen di sini sudah 4. The equation balance. Okay, for this how to describe, you tengok contoh yang ada di situ. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, so far understand? All of you understand? Understand, Okay, then before I go for stoichiometry, stoichiometry saya buat besok. Okay, stoichiometry adalah calculation yang paling susah. Siapa dah belajar stoichiometry, angkat tangan? Anyone? Tuition dah belajar, angkat tangan? Saya takkan tanya you all lah, angkat tangan lah. Saya nak tahu berapa orang dah belajar. Amirul, you know what is stoichiometry calculation?
Oh yes.
Yeah, okay, no, okay. So you all know means okay, good. Okay, now I do this question. Ramai berni takut dengan question ni ataupun ada yang tak belajar lagi question ni. Okay, kita buat soalan ini. Okay, page number 12. We discuss. I will do 2, you guys do 1. Okay, okay, when they ask like this, they want the percentage of atom in the compound. Is very easy, no, the calculation. But I don't know why a lot of students they stuck. Okay, so first you need do the formula. Ammonium ion. You tuliskan di sini, what is the formula of ammonium ion? NH4 positive. Kita dah belajar. Okay, phosphate ion. Sekarang saya bagi formula. Saya tulis 2 kali PO4 3 negative. Phosphate ion. Okay, saya ulang balik. The phosphate ion PO4 3 negative. Okay. Okay, what is the formula of the compound? So what you guys do here? NH4 positive. Okay, PO4 3 negative, right? So ini positive 1 kan buang tong sampah. Kan Okay, and this 3 letak bawah sini. Nampak cacat, buka kurungan, tutup kurungan. The formula will be what? Bracket, okay, NH4 3 PO4. Practice. Okay, so I still don't know. You're going very fast. I don't understand. Okay, this one, 1. This one, okay, 3. Okay, 3 kan? Then you do crossing, 3, 1. These 3 must go to all these thing, you know. So what do you guys do here? Open bracket, everything, right? Take the 3, put here. 1, no need bracket. Ambil benda ni terus tulis je. PO4. Any question? Sir, I still don't understand this. Okay, I still don't understand the way you do because you're going very fast. Okay, I do one more method. Okay, PO4 ada 3 charge negatif. Dalam badan dia ada 3 charge negatif. To balance these 3 charge, we need ammonium ion. Ammonium ion ini ada 1 positif saja. Dia ada 1 positif sajalah. 1 positif ini dengan ini sudah balance. Tinggal 2 lagi ammonium, 2 lagi charge negatif. So I need 1 more ammonium ion to balance this and this. Faham tak? To balance. So balance ready. So I need 1 more ammonium ion to balance this charge. Faham? Sekarang ammonium ion ada berapa? 3. Phosphate ion ada berapa? Phosphate ada berapa? 1. How to do smart way to do the formula? So open bracket NH4, close the bracket 1, 2, 3. So I put 3. The whole thing got 1. So I put here PO4. That's how we do the formula. Any question? So saya dah tunjuk 3 cara. So kamu ambil cara yang mana kamu suka. Okay, done? Done. Okay, after this, okay, you already got the formula correct. You already score 1 mark. Okay, can I? Okay, now they want you to find what? Read the question. Find what is the percentage of nitrogen. Percentage of nitrogen in phosphorus fertilizer. So kamu ada formula macam ni. NH4, close the bracket, 3, PO4. Dia tanya percentage of nitrogen. Ini saya nama PO4. Okay, dalam compound ini ada berapa nitrogen? You see here, 3 right? It has 3 nitrogen atom. Any question? 3 nitrogen. Ini simpan, maklumat ini simpan. Okay, first step, what you guys do here, first step, you find the RMM of NH4, okay, bracket 3, PO4. You find the ni. So macam mana nak cari open bracket? Okay, nitrogen ada satu kan? 14. So RAM sudah diberi sini. Kan? You orang buat nanti Okay, hydrogen 4 darab 1. Close the bracket. All thing you times 3 right? Depan times 3. Any question? Okay, plus phosphorus ada satu kan? Tengok berapa? Phosphorus 31. So phosphorus you put here 31. Oxygen ada 4 kan? 4 darab 16. You find the answer. Any question? Any question? No question. So I will do 2. Okay, ini simpan di situ. So I got the answer. This one 54 plus 31 plus 64. You got what answer? You got 149. You already score 1. Any question? No, Okay, so this is first step. Second step, you do what? You find the percentage. Percentage of nitrogen. Percentage of nitrogen. Okay, dalam ammonium phosphate ada berapa nitrogen atom? So you see here NH4. Okay, you bracket, you put 3, PO4, right? Nitrogen ini ada berapa? 3, right? So what you all do here? You divide 3 nitrogen atom times with RAM of nitrogen. We want to find the nitrogen atom. Divide with RMM of all these compound. Okay, all these compound. RMM times with 100 percentage. This is the answer. In the nitrogen atom, in the ammonium phosphate, we got 3 nitrogen atom. Darab dengan 1 nitrogen atom is 14. 14 times with 14 divide with RMM of this compound, which is 149 times with 100 percentage. You already score 1 mark. Patut 3 markah lah. So when you take the calculator, find the answer 2 decimal point. 28.19. They want the percentage. What is the symbol for percentage? Like this. You already score 1 mark. Any question? In the exam, 3 markah. Tetapi selalu keluar dalam objective question. Okay. Sir, I still don't understand what you doing. You going very, very fast lah, sir. Can you do one more example? Okay, now I do one more example. Number 14 I do. Number 15 you guys do. Okay, now look at this. Octane compound C8H18. Okay, so first thing sebelum you buat, you find the RMM. RMM C8H18. Okay, 8 darab RAM of carbon 12 tambah 18 times 1. So you find the answer. The answer 114. Simpan. Any question? So far, any question? No question. Okay, now you see here C8H18. Read the question. Here got carbon berapa atom? 8. They ask what? Composition by mass carbon atom. Dalam tu carbon atom berapa percentage ada? So what you guys do kalau you tak nak buat macam sini, percentage of carbon. Do like this. 8 carbon. 8 darab dengan RAM of carbon divide with RMM of C8H18 times with 100 percentage. You already score full mark. Okay, any question? Okay, 8 times 12 divide with this one you already find here 114 times with 100 percentage. Calculator, find the answer 2 decimal point. You guys will get 84.21 percentage. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, so kita dah lebih daripada 10. Okay, we have one more last part, stoichiometry. Tomorrow we go for stoichiometry and Okay, guys, one question only. Sebelum I go Okay, periodic table. Periodic table. Okay, can I? Periodic table, there's one question I want you to remember. Okay, last question. Okay, in the periodic table, if they give you the periodic table, in the exam, they will give you the predictable. The first question they will ask in the exam, what is the basic principle? Basic principle of arranging element in the periodic table. This one you already learned in Form 1 Science. Form 1 Chapter 4. What is the basic need? So ingat, the periodic table is arranged based on Pn, proton number. Increasing order of proton number. Ini proton number 1, proton number 2, proton number 3. Okay, 3 sorry, 3. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Okay, year 11, 12, okay, 13, 14, like that. So if they ask in the exam, what is the basic principle of arranging element in the periodic table? So you all just put according to increasing order of, you remember Pn. What is Pn? Proton number. This is the first question you must memorize for the predictable. Ini kamu dah belajar masa Form 1 Science. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Take care. Kita jumpa besok.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you,
Sudah
sir.
tanya. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, sir.